I'm making one of the biggest investments of my life this year. Well, here we are. It's 2022, and I haven't seen you guys in a while. So welcome back, and I'm welcoming myself back. As you can see, we have this pretty fresh studio. I hope to be able to film here quite a bit. 2022 is gonna be a big year for us. And what I mean by that is this video is called How I'm Investing in 2022. And the first thing I want to share with you guys is as of February 1st, which should be the day this video comes out, I left my full-time job in consulting and I'm dedicating 100% of my energy into building my own business, working for myself, and into investing in this channel and you guys. My passion is the future of financial education and empowering people to use their financial resources in the smartest way possible so that all of us can live better lives. So let's go. Let's have a big year. I'm super excited about this, honestly, and let's hope this is the worst video I make this year because I hope each one gets better as we go along. From here forward, my investment in this channel, my commitment to you guys is 2 videos a week, and we're gonna try it. I'm going to try doing this full-time YouTuber thing. So say what's up in the comments. I'm looking forward to interacting with you guys more and more as I continue to put out more videos and bring you along with me on this journey. But let's talk about 2022 a little bit. It's a little bit of a scary year for investors, and I feel like there's a lot of uncertainty in the air. This is always true, actually. We can never predict the future, but with this sort of looming cloud of inflation that we have and the Fed signaling that they're planning on raising interest rates a couple times this year, everyone seems to be super uncertain, and that's leading to a lot of volatility in the market. I'm going to talk about a couple different classes of assets in this video, where I think they're going in 2022, and what my personal investment approach is going to be. Barring, of course, that I don't really know exactly what my income is going to be. Like I shared with you in the beginning, I'm taking a huge risk. So this isn't financial advice, this is just my opinion, but hopefully some of this information can help inform how you're looking at investing in 2022. Starting with stocks, and as I've mentioned before, the elephant in the room is, of course, inflation. Let me just take a quick second to explain exactly what that means, because everyone's talking about it, but I just want to make sure that we're all on the same page about exactly what inflation is and why it exists. So when the government just decides to print something like $13 trillion over the course of a year, the people closest to the source of the money, aka the politicians and the hedge fund managers and the people who already have a lot of money, are the first to sort of benefit, and so they can kind of sort of get in ahead of what's going on. Everybody has more money, but the people that already have more money in their pockets feel the effect of the overall money supply increasing the most. People have more money in their pockets, so they go out and think, oh, I can buy more stuff. So they start spending, and that spending represents an increase in demand, all the while the supplies for those goods and the things that people are spending money on hasn't had time to react yet. So if demand goes up, and the supply is slow or lagging behind it, that causes price for the supply to go up. And that's why we have now $11 Chipotle bowls. The dollar store is apparently now the $1.25 store. And I could sell the used car that I bought a year ago for close to 50% profit. I mean, it's ridiculous. That's how inflation comes about, but what is the response to inflation in the markets? Well, inflation causes a lot of fear because, first of all, everybody hates losing money, but especially people who are actively trying to avoid inflation by not keeping cash and keeping their money invested in assets that are supposed to be working for them. Traditionally, when inflation is at normal levels, like 2 to 3%, people are comfortable keeping their cash in less risky investments, like bonds, even a savings account that yields a couple percent a year, and dividend stocks. But all of those asset classes are seeing an exodus right now, and people are opting for more risky investments because they know if they can't try to beat that 7% inflation rate, then their cash is losing money every day. This is why we're seeing people massively move into crypto and NFTs and riskier small cap stocks or just high growth rate stocks, and this definitely is leading to a lot of volatility. The market has also seemingly been really negatively reacting to the fact that the Fed is going to raise interest rates a few times this year. And honestly, until the Fed announces what they're going to do for sure, I could see the market continuing to go down, especially in stocks with huge valuations like a lot of the major tech companies. But keep in mind, it's often the case that market sentiment in anticipation is often worse than reality, and the market tends to overreact to negative information. The real economy usually takes a while to catch up to the market sentiment, and the market can definitely price in future events for the current moment. So I think things might remain choppy until we know exactly what the Fed is going to do, and then hopefully it smooths out once the reality sinks in. As far as my personal plans with stock investing goes, and remember this isn't financial advice, I'll probably continue to just dollar cost average. I haven't been allocating a huge percentage of my portfolio to stocks because I haven't had as much time over the past year to keep up with it. But I'll probably continue again to just dollar cost average and look for some opportunities in areas where I feel like there could be growth over the next 10, 20, 30 years. My goal for this year, especially with stocks, is to zoom out as much as possible, dig back into learning more on a daily basis, continue to dollar cost average, and then potentially even look into international stocks. I've been looking at a lot of investment in Latin America, and I haven't really ever bought a ton of international stocks before, so I'm thinking about doing that. Next, we're going to talk about cryptocurrency and NFTs. Last year, honestly, the majority of the money that I chose to invest, I either used to buy Bitcoin or Ethereum. There was a lot of market expectation that Bitcoin was going to reach $100,000 at the end of the year. Obviously, that didn't happen, but for me, it's the investment that I've spent the most time researching, and I feel most comfortable with my sort of 10-year plan for my investment in Bitcoin. I also know that it's likely that Ethereum migrates to proof of stake soon. That would massively affect the supply of Ethereum, which is going to potentially triple the value of it. I don't have quite as much confidence in Ethereum, but I'm definitely still holding on because I am taking this risk, investing in my own company, and I don't know exactly what my income is going to look like. I'm not really looking to size up my position in Bitcoin and Ethereum as much. I bought really heavy last year, so I'd like to put any money that I can invest this year into less risky assets and make sure I'm maxing out my Roth IRA before making any heavy entrances into any riskier positions. So that's sort of my plan for cryptocurrency. I occasionally will put a little bit of money into other cryptocurrencies, but vast majority I keep in Bitcoin or Ethereum. I'm interested in NFTs, but I'm probably not going to spend any more money or risk any more money trying to flip them. I think the future looks bright with Ethereum proof of stake, and of course I believe in Bitcoin over the long term, and I could see it getting a potentially huge boost if a spot ETF was approved this year. But again, expectations weren't met last year, so I'm not holding on to any concrete outcome in 2022. Actually, hold up a second. I did lie. I guess I will be buying Bitcoin a little bit every day because I recently got the BlockFi credit card. If you guys don't know what BlockFi is, they're actually sponsoring this portion of the video, and they happen to be the platform that I used the most last year when I really started buying Bitcoin and Ethereum heavily for me. That's what I mean. BlockFi is great because you can earn up to 9.5% APY just for holding your cryptocurrency with them. They have stablecoins and Bitcoin, Ethereum, and a bunch of other currencies that you can hold on their platform and earn a yield just for keeping it there. So if you're a long-term investor who's focused on accumulating, BlockFi offers a great way to earn interest on your Bitcoin. And like I said, I'm stacking sats every day with the BlockFi credit card where they give you up to 3.5% Bitcoin back. It's like cash back, but instead of cash, which we all know is trash, you get Bitcoin back. If earning interest just for holding your crypto or getting Bitcoin back every time you make a purchase sounds good to you, check out the link in the description below for up to $250 in Bitcoin when you sign up. And thanks BlockFi for sponsoring this portion of the video. Next, we're moving on to real estate. So I rent. I don't have any real estate holdings at this point. I watched a video the other day about Fundrise, and I've used the platform in the past, but I really didn't do anything in the last year with real estate whatsoever, except for constantly search on Zillow for houses I could try to buy. I was super gung-ho about it, and of course I still want to own a home, but home prices are rising at 4 times their normal rate right now. Usually they're supposed to appreciate around 3% a year, and they're going up at 12% a year, year over year right now, which is just absurd. I also live in LA, and you really can't find a house in a good area for less than $1 million here, and I don't think any bank is going to give me $1 million at this point. But here's the thing. Real estate, in my opinion, isn't necessarily a bad idea. Even though prices are going up, there's still a huge housing shortage. People are indefinitely not going back to the office, and I know from personal experience that so many people are moving out of California into places where they can get more land, more space, own their own property, and build their own little community around their homes rather than around going to the office or an office building anymore. So I would love to buy a house if I can this year. Again, I don't know much about what my income's gonna look like, so it's gonna be tough. But if I can house hack, get a first-time home buyer's loan, I still think it's a good idea. I'll keep you guys updated as the year goes along. Like I said, my biggest investment is going to be in you guys and in this channel. And I'm excited to be here twice a week, bringing as much value as I can to you guys, growing together in our financial knowledge and investing smarter this year than ever. Remember, zoom out, look long term, and trust the research that you've done. Sometimes doing the simplest things are the best things. I hope you guys have had an awesome start to the year. Thank you guys so much for watching. Check out those links in the description below if you want to get $250 of free Bitcoin with BlockFi. If you'd like to support this channel, make sure to like the video, leave a comment down below saying, hey, what's up? I'll make sure and respond to all of you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.